Do you ever feel like you're drifting through life? No matter what you do, you're just stuck in the same exact place. Days pass, weeks go by, but you're not actually moving at all. It's like life is happening around you, but you're just standing still, watching, waiting, hoping for something to change. And don't worry, this feeling is completely normal. I've felt the exact same way as well. So if you've ever questioned whether you're on the right path or just wasting your time, then this video is for you. Because I want to share exactly how I was able to escape this feeling and find my own path. So before we start, let me just give my drawing a little bit more screen time because I spent like more than 10 minutes on it. And yes, I know the drawing is shit, but you don't have to comment and be a dickhead about it, okay? God. See, the only reason you feel lost is because you've never defined what you truly want. Well, maybe some of you have, but you've never had a clear answer. And don't worry, I was that guy too. I would always, I was tired of not having a purpose in life, so I started questioning things. Oh, do I like this? Do I like that? But I can never find that exact thing that makes me want to jump out of bed and seize the day. Till I realized it's not that you don't know the answer, you just aren't looking in the right places. Like if I asked you what's the meaning of life, could you instantly answer? You'd probably have to think first, right? And even after some thought, it's still unclear what your meaning of life is. So to define what you truly want from life, you're gonna have to answer a few specific questions about yourself. So the very first step is to define your prerequisite. Now, what is a prerequisite? The Oxford definition is a thing that is required as a prior condition for something else to happen or exist. But when I say prerequisite, I don't mean the Oxford definition of it. I like to define prerequisite as your driving force behind your life. And everything that happens to you in life gets passed through this prerequisite. And an example of a prerequisite could be truth seekers, people who live life to find out the truth. Then there's the people that love their parents so much that everything they do in life is for their parents. Then there's the fulfillment seeker, which is my own personal prerequisite. So what truly matters in my life is fulfillment. And just to note, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to prerequisite. If you believe in seeking the truth in the universe over everything else, then I'm not gonna say you're wrong about that. If that's how you truly feel, then that's your truth. I can't say you're wrong for that. There's obviously gonna be a few moral questions or ethical questions on a specific type of prerequisite, but we won't go too deep on that. The point is, the reason you have this feeling that you're wasting your time in life or you're just feeling lost with no direction is because the actions you're doing aren't in alignment with your prerequisite. Your prerequisite determines what makes life fun for you. So now you're probably asking me, how do you find this prerequisite? Well, you first need to understand that your prerequisite is a combination of 1, your core beliefs, 2, your values, and 3, your intrinsic motivations. So the very first step is to find out your core beliefs. What do you truly believe matters to you in life? Is it inspiring others? Is it leaving a legacy? Is it finding a purpose? Is it protecting and providing? You have to list them all out. And at the core of these answers, if they don't fulfill you at the deepest level, then they're not your core beliefs. Now the second one is your values. These are kind of like your unbreakable rules that you will never cross in life. For me personally, if something doesn't align with my purpose or doesn't give me fulfillment, then I don't do it. I also try to stay real, raw, and true to who I am. So list out about 5 to 10 values that you hold close to your heart. Now finally, we have your intrinsic motivations, which are all the reasons that drive you to take action in life. For example, it could be for your parents, for your friends, for your kid, for your wife, for yourself, for the world. Whatever your motivations for life is, I want you to write them down. And finally, you can define your prerequisite by taking all these answers and compressing it into one single sentence, which is, I believe core beliefs and I value your values above all. My actions are driven by your intrinsic motivation because I want to, and then your ultimate impact that you want to leave in this world. And after you create that sentence, try to compress it even more into one single line. For example, mine is, I believe life is about seeking fulfillment. And another person's could be, I believe life is about seeking the truth. Well, once you know what truly matters in your life, what are you waiting for? Start doing it. Start taking action now. The feeling of existing instead of truly living comes from doing things that are out of alignment with your prerequisite or your purpose. So since you already know where to go, All you have to do now is take the steps to go there. Start living true to yourself. Spend every second in fulfillment. But if we go back to when we were defining your prerequisite, you had to define your core beliefs, values, and intrinsic motivations. There's going to be some of you watching this video that no matter how long you try or how hard you try to think about your core beliefs, values, and intrinsic motivations, you still can't seem to find an answer. And that's totally normal, because that simply means you haven't experienced enough of life to know what you truly want from it. I want you to imagine a gelato bar with all the different choices of flavors. You got chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cookies and cream, tiramisu, banana, whatever, coffee. But if you can't find an answer and define your prerequisite, your gelato bar only has 2-3 flavors instead of 30 or 15 like most people with experience. And when you only have 3 choices, none of those choices are gonna satiate those deep desires you have within you. You need to experience more things. How could you hate on football if you never played it? How could you know you love basketball if you've never played it? And even if you've played both, maybe lacrosse is your true favorite sport, but you will never know if you never play it. So look, my only advice to those that can't find your prerequisite is to just start living in the moment and experience things. Go travel, go do stupid things with your friends. Go do something. Because if you keep doing nothing, you're gonna keep on feeling lost, and you're gonna keep feeling like you're wasting time, and you're gonna float around in life and achieve nothing. So just to recap, if you have your prerequisite, define it, start taking action now, and fulfill your prerequisite. And if not, then try something new. Try something you've never done before. Go out of your comfort zone and try something. Because once you have all the options in the gelato bar, then you can truly know what your true flavor is. Anyways, just know that I'm rooting for you.